Dungeon Academy, episode 4. This is the show where new people play D&D, and they know how to play D&D pretty much. So it's an introductory show.
Watching streams get you.
They already know how to play D&D pretty much. Sound off, I forget every time.
Come join us on this journey.
So the group, let's see. The group needed to get these 4 elemental gems, right? And they're gonna put them in this skull, and with this, when it's all combined, apparently you can do a ritual that will seal the Temple of Elemental Evil, and all the monsters will be trapped inside. So they got the gems, and they got back to the forest, but the group split up, and 2 members of the group were heading to bring the gems to the army, and the other 2 were hanging out in the forest. And so I think it was Seraphine and Winthrop who were riding through the forest, and this giant fungus lady kind of molded up and is looming over them, and Winthrop acquired a madness just by looking at this lady, and he's got fungus growing on him. And then Lilia and Bravesweet are suddenly being attacked by fungus people. So let's all roll initiative.
Oh no!
Yay!
Always a good way to start.
Yeah.
Okay, not terrible.
Oh no, I don't want to go first.
All right, so Bravesweet, what did you get?
It's with your constitution, right? Sorry.
Dexterity.
Dexterity. Okay, so that's +3, so that's 13.
Alright, what about Lilia?
17.
17. What about Winthrop? Uh-oh. Is Winthrop frozen?
Is she frozen? Oh, yeah, she's frozen.
What about Seraphine?
Okay, I got a 15.
Alright. Winthrop? No, nothing. Right.
We'll figure it out.
I'll just
Here, let me message really
I'll
fast.
just put a question mark for Winthrop. Alright. Alright, so Lilia, you get to go first. I think you have the card.
Connect.
Right.
And stay connected.
Good.
Looks pretty good.
Alright, so
Okay.
it
that's
does look
good.
very good actually. So Winthrop, what did you get for initiative?
I got 18.
Okay. Alright, so Winthrop,
I don't.
there's this giant fungus lady looking down at you. What do you do?
Hello. I know this is Zugtmoy, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do I know about Zugtmoy?
Okay, so the temple, from what you understand, the Temple of Elemental Evil is run by a bunch of people. Apparently, Vecna, the god of secrets, is involved. Zugtmoy is involved. And then serving them are 4 elemental cults. There's air, earth, fire, and water. And on top of that, there's all sorts of monsters like gnolls, goblins, and ogres, and hobgoblins, and scumbag humans, all sorts of just creatures.
Great.
Like that. But Zugtmoy is a demon lord who rules her own layer of the abyss. She's a very, very powerful entity. So she's looming over you. And she has big fungus collars. And she's made of fungus. She's very royal looking. And she's got fungus things sticking out of her shoulders. And she's looking down at you with her glowing yellow eyes.
Oh dear.
You're in the forest and it's nighttime.
Okay. It's. I think at first, knowing that it's very fungus based, Winthrop doesn't really have many qualms with that as long as it's in balance with everything. So he's kind of Lady Zugtmoy, what brings you here? And as he's doing that, he's kind of scratching at his wrist, which looks like a nervous tick to anyone who isn't Winthrop.
Okay, so she looks at you and her eyes pulse, and in your head you hear a woman's voice say, "The gems. Please."
Sorry, my Wi-Fi is being iffy.
She wants the gems.
Oh.
What do you say? Or do?
Okay. Oh, geez. I don't know what to do.
Okay.
You got this.
What?
Ooh. Good thing you don't have them.
Yeah, I don't have a gem,
But
but it's like,
Okay. So she stares at you, and then,
I'm just scared out of my wits at
Alright.
this point, I think.
meanwhile, elsewhere in the forest, Lilia, there's a couple of fungus dudes who have emerged from the forest, and one is coming at you like it wants to attack you. So
Hello.
it's like stalking towards you.
So you would say that he's threatening? Like...
Oh yeah,
Oh.
as threatening as like a mushroom can be. You know.
Okay. I was.
It's like that bloodborne mushroom, guys.
Okay. I can't. Alright. I guess. You know what? I'll do this. Alright. I'm gonna hold. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold Eldritch Blast if they actually attack me, because I don't want to attack anybody who's like not actually gonna attack me.
You're pretty sure he's gonna attack you.
Alright,
its
I
turn.
guess I'll attack him.
Do it.
Fine. It's fine.
All right. What do you do?
I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay, go ahead. I think you rolled a hit.
Trying to do math. Hold on.
You guys are good.
I got a big modifier now.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like 18.
18 hits. How much damage do you do?
It's alright, guys. Ah! I got a 10. Alright, so 10 damage.
Okay, so your Eldritch
That's
Blast
not bad.
blows a big chunk
Good.
out of his arm. He's hurt. Definitely hurt. And he kind of staggers back. Is that it for Lilia?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, meanwhile, back far away, Seraphine, this big Sugtmoy, is leaning down, staring at Winthrop. What do you do?
I'm going to do something stupid and try to reason with her. I'm going diplomacy, you know. So I'm going
Attempt.
to
Please do try.
just sort of try to gain her attention and say, unfortunately, we don't have the gems. We don't know. We're pretty sure we know where they are, but unfortunately, we don't have them. If anything happens to us, it would be very, very bad. But we can help you get them back.
Okay, you have the gems, don't you?
I only have one. I have an air gem, but I hid it like deep in my pockets, hopefully, like in my coin purse, because I don't know if the gold or anything might like cover it.
Uh-huh. Okay, so
Cover the smell.
make a deception check.
Okay.
Yes.
God damn it! I'm good at persuasion. Okay.
Somebody asked, did they roll for stats? Most of them did roll for stats. I think almost everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did it. You know, I was there for it. They rolled pretty good.
While we're in this
I've
swipe
thought of
break,
one.
I'm gonna try to switch back to the computer because my Wi-Fi on my phone sucks and it keeps cutting out.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't hear you guys at all.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay. I got a 17 plus 1, so that's 18. Intimidation.
Oh, well, you're trying to intimidate Sugtmoy?
Wait, you said deception?
Yeah, deception.
Sorry, plus 1.
Okay. So you got an 18?
Yeah. Total.
All right. Okay. So she kind of turns and squints at you inscrutably. All right. So that was Seraphine. All right. Hey, it's my turn. Okay. So first I'll do the two fungus people dealing with Lilia and Bravesweet. So Lilia, the one you shot, looks at you, holds out its hand, and like a puff of like spores comes at your face, your hat.
No!
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
She used cotton spore.
Let's
Let's go.
This is so bad.
I got an 8.
Oh, okay. So let's see. What does it say? Okay. All right. So, like the spores wash over you, and you kind of black out and fall to the ground. So you're stunned. So that means you can't really do anything. But on the end of your next turn, you can make a saving throw to snap out of it. Okay. But right now, the pacifying spores have put you into a stupor. You know?
Aw, he sleep spored you.
All right. And Bravesweet. Well, there's one near you, Bravesweet, and it does the same thing. It goes, and so make a
What happens when I hit
Constitution
something?
saving throw.
Oh
You
no.
guys,
Oh no, that was not
Avenge
good.
me!
7.
no!
You're both stunned.
Conscious and you have the gem!
I know, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Wait, can I do something before I go to sleep? Just a quick little... No.
No.
All right.
Oh, God.
So then, you two have the blink dog with you.
Yes,
Yes.
we do. Goodbye.
Okay. So he's
Help, avenge me.
Good
yeah,
boy.
he's barking at them. Let's see what he can do. Blink dog.
Oh.
Well, we can't do
Why
it.
did I have to roll suckily that time?
I'm only using my 2 good dice that I've blessed.
Why did I have to
That
roll
dies.
suckily? DM question: do you roll creature hit points or do you just use the average? I use the average. I also use average damage. I don't roll the damage either, unless it's a critical. All right, so let's see. Blink dog. There you are. Okay. So, your friend, the blink dog, teleports next to the wounded fungus guy. Oh wait, he does not. That's an action. So he runs over there and bites. +3. Rolls a natural 20. 2d6 + 1. 4, 6 to 7 points to the Myconid, who is hurt really, really badly now. Okay. And then, so the other two, it's Zugmoy's turn. So you deceived her and said you didn't have one. So she is going to let out a big cloud of spores of her own.
Fun.
Each of you, please make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm good at saving throws.
I actually am good at these.
At that point, I'm +5, so.
Okay.
Okay, which 19.
Ooh, okay. What
I
about?
got my
22.
Oh my god.
Yay.
Okay. So she like looks at you and like all of a sudden like from her dress like all these floaty spores go everywhere and you feel like really good, and for a minute you really like her, but then you snap out of it and you don't like her anymore.
I don't.
All right.
Did my anything at all?
You're on your
My
top of your
instincts are
game.
going. They're all frazzled right now. Like nope, 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 nope. Nope.
So Bravesweet, one of these fungus dudes is you're stunned and it's leaning down, getting ready to rifle through your stuff. So at the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw. So please make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a different dice. Oh, it's a 1.
Oh no! Oh no!
Go back to the other
All I
dice.
have to say is uh-oh.
That one's going away too.
Time for new dice.
Just
So-
let me know if you need to roll a 20. I have so many.
Yeah. I've got bags on bags on bags. What one do
I
you
need
need?
more 20s.
I have this one and this one out right now, and I have like 5 or 6 more.
Oh,
Okay.
I got one more dice that I haven't rolled yet today. Oh boy.
It's
So what happens? What terrible thing
Hopefully
happens?
that's good.
all that means is that you're still stunned. That's all. So.
Okay.
Winthrop,
But he's
it's your turn. You
so.
resisted the charm. So what would you like to do? Uh-oh, is Winthrop still there?
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna try.
Cutting out, babe. Okay.
Hold on. So I'm having today is just not a coherent day. Basically, what I want to say is why she is finding alliance with undead when they keep her powers at bay. They have the gall to try to take her power away. These necromancers are controlling undead when she could be and try to.
She says in your head, she
Okay.
says, I like you. We should be working together. I can see I'm already growing on you. She notes the fungus growing.
Yeah, I kind of are. I'm still like it's still a nerve tick.
That's so bad. She says, well, you're right. I need the gems back. They're ours. We paid for them. Our temple is gonna spread the worship of the elements, and you should be a part of that. You shouldn't be working with these creatures of this forest, the hideous beast that controls this forest, and So perhaps you should swear allegiance to me, and the powers of fungus will be yours. Do you want the powers of fungus?
I don't really want powers of fungus. It's like I love fungus because it brings about.
You're cutting, babe.
I missed some of that.
It's more powerful than any. Hello, much more.
It's like cutting
Can
out.
you hear at all? Good.
Now I
Good.
can.
Give me
Now
a
I can.
moment. Is
Okay.
that better?
You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good.
Weird. Okay. I feel fungus is much more powerful than undead should ever be. And I feel like that is where our alliance would be.
Oh. She says, well, all you'll need to do is to breathe in my spores. Next round.
I don't like that idea.
Meanwhile, Lilia, you're stunned, right? So at the end of your turn, Lilia, you can make a Constitution saving throw.
Don't
Please,
roll one.
please.
Don't roll one.
13.
Okay, you snap out of it at the end of the round.
Yay!
Ah!
Alright.
Splash some water on my face.
So,
Thanks, the Raven Queen.
Let's go
so,
rid of that spell.
so, Seraphine, you see Zugmoy leaning over to Winthrop, like regarding him gently. They seem to be having a mental conversation.
I can't hear any of that mental conversation, can I?
No. But it's
Okay.
definitely like, there's a lot of body language, like,
Okay, I'm gonna go off of body language and the fact that she's not attacking us, and kind of just like think about it for a moment and go, Zunkmoid, I don't really know what's going to happen, but we have a god on our side, and while I understand you are very mighty and powerful, as we can clearly see, I do know from what I've heard that you're the only goddess at least worthy of my appreciation on another side. But I do want to know, unfortunately, if you're saying, if you have all this great power and all these spores and fungi at your disposal, then why are you not in charge?
Ooh. Her eyes turn red, and she stands up straight, and she looks down at you angrily. And her fists are like shaky next to her hands.
I don't mean any harm. I'm only wondering because you seem very powerful and very worthy of this power, and so I can't help but wonder, like, why are you not in charge here? Why are you not in control of all these different elementals?
Okay. So, after your turn is her turn, she says, I will show you the full extent of my power. Whoa! And she's gonna slide around so that Winthrop isn't caught in the radius of this other spore cloud. So,
Great.
Seraphine, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay,
The
I'm gonna
spores
use my...
go.
Okay, Constitution, alright. Okay, Constitution saving throw. +2, okay. Ooh, that's really good. 21.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
So, spores
Your
go.
holy royal die.
But your holy symbol kind of glows, and she looks really annoyed by that. Also,
I'm proud to make you powerful.
make Seraphine and Winthrop, both of you make perception checks.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Do we
I'm
add
not bad at those. Oh, actually, I'm really good at them.
It's
insight?
it's
Yeah.
wisdom perception. It's a skill based on wisdom.
Okay, perception. +3, so that's 17.
Ooh, that's good.
Okay, yeah, I rolled really low, but my bonus puts it up to like a 9, so
Okay.
that's nice.
Seraphine, you notice over her shoulder in the woods a big furry entity like watching, and you can tell it's Gnarl, the spirit of the forest.
Hey,
He's got like
Bam!
angry eyes.
I don't see him.
I
don't know.
You're good. You keep distracting her. She likes you.
I'll do my best.
All right.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, so Lilia, let's see. So the dude's gonna start rifling through your stuff, thinking you're still stunned, but the dog is going to try to bite him again. So let's see. Plus
Oh boy.
3. Oh. Looks like okay. So like it kind of hops down and like starts going through your bag, but the dog like pounces on him, lands on his chest, and, like chomp and just bites his neck until he stops moving. So the spore guy is dead.
Yay!
The other spore guy on Bravesweet goes through Bravesweet stuff. Bravesweet, do you have any of the gems on you?
I think I did.
Wait, no, we gave it to Lilia.
Did we? Yes,
Yeah.
we did. We gave
Last
it to Lilia,
episode.
so no,
It was
gems are
her
not on
first.
me. But I have various
I
other
don't-
items you can steal.
Like what? Like what do you have?
I've got a grappling hook. I got thieves tools kit. I've got a small. Wait, I don't anymore. I got some torches. I got some stuff in my backpack. Tinder box.
What kind of weapons do you have?
I have a bunch of arrows. I have 2 bows.
Um,
But I believe I am holding one of mine. So one of
So
mine is
it just
also
starts
in the
going
back.
through your stuff and like throwing it everywhere. I guess it'll just take the grappling hook and be like, he's got a grappling. He's not thrilled with the grappling hook. All right, that was my turn. Now Bravesweet, it's your turn. You just took all your stuff and threw it all around you. He's getting up. He's got a grappling hook. He looks annoyed. It looks like he's about to go over to Lilia to loot her. He's unaware that you are conscious. What would you like to
I'm
do?
conscious now. Okay. Okay, so he has his back turned on me.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You were you gotta make a.
Yeah,
that's
let's-
right. You're not. Make a saving throw. Constitution. I
please.
think.
Oh, that's only a 5.
You are still unconscious. All right, you're still stunned. So he's got the grappling hook. He's
I
like,
needed a sleep. I didn't have a long rest.
Oh,
I needed
okay.
a sleep.
all right.
Ah.
Winthrop, It's your turn. Zugboy
fun.
tried to just coat your friend in spores, but her holy symbol like just irradiated all of the spores. And Zugboy looks really angry. What would you like to do, Winthrop?
I didn't know what I was doing in the first place.
Yeah.
um,
She's trying to recruit you. That's what she was trying to do.
Yeah, she is. That I wasn't expecting. I think what I'm gonna do, I think, is cast Animal Messenger.
Yeah.
Try to find out see if I can send information over to the other. I'm gonna figure out the description of Animal Messenger though, quick.
Animal Messenger. All right.
Yeah. I know it's level 2.
Okay. Animal Messenger.
It's like there's a bird nearby or something.
Let's see. Animal Messenger. Page 212. Casting time 1 action. Lasts for 24 hours. Use an animal to deliver a message. Choose a tiny beast that you can see within range, such as a squirrel, a blue jay, or a bat. Make a perception to see if you can see any animals nearby.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Wait, did I do my 18?
Oh.
18.
Well, okay. You see Gnarl, who's like looking at you. So he reaches
hi,
into
Gnarl.
his
Wasn't
fur.
expecting you here.
He reaches into his fur, and he pulls out a squirrel, and he throws it at you. And he pulls out a blue jay.
I'm like that.
And he throws it at you. He pulls out a bat, and he throws it at you.
The other one.
So they're all right next to you.
I'm like, oh, hello, friends. How are you today?
They look very disoriented. What?
It's like, oh, it's all right. It's all right. Like, I pick up the blue jay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You're okay. Can you go talk to a gnome in heart clothes and I'm trying to figure out words that'll make it so that Zektomoy's not mad at me, as well as let's see.
Okay.
And to tell her, Lady Zektomoy wants the gems.
Okay. All right. Which creature did you do this to?
The little blue jay, and I just
blue
like
jay.
pet it and.
Okay. And it's like, whew, and it flies off.
Yeah.
All right.
A little gnome in heart clothes.
Okay. All right. That was Winthrop. Lilia. So one is dead. The other one has a grappling hook. Is coming over to loot your stuff. What do you do?
Don't let it happen.
Gonna pull out my book, big feather bound book with flowers on.
Your sound is a bit low.
Yeah, can't hear you.
That better?
No.
No. It's having all kinds of technical problems.
It's Dungeon Academy. So.
Yeah, we're
We
newbies.
know how to play D&D, but we don't know how to like make stuff work.
Technical
so
side
that
of
we can play D&D.
When this goes on YouTube, I'm just gonna cut it all out anyway. So.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
So Lilia, what did you want to do?
Is that better?
No.
No.
Hold on.
It's weird because you were louder before.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can.
Yeah,
hear
I don't know what happened.
There you go. There you go.
Okay.
Mute my sound on your Twitch.
It's echoing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I took my headphones off, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Let me see. I have a lot of garbage here. I'm sorry.
I can hear you good, though.
Yeah.
So what did you want to do real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna do chill touch. I'm just gonna boop.
Okay.
And
Chill touch. It's a good one.
yeah, I'm gonna hit it. I hope. It's a 12.
You hit.
Yay! That's one +6, you guys.
Nice.
Which one is the 8? Is this one? Oh, and I hit it for 7 necrotic damage.
Okay. So you get up. You hit it with your finger.
I'm just gonna do like a.
Oh, okay.
The boop is no.
You're like.
Well, my wand just go.
All right. Staggers back. All right, and then it's Seraphine's turn.
Okay. Okay, so 2 questions regarding what Zekmoid is. Would Zekmoid be considered humanoid or no?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, and then would she be considered undead or no? No. Okay, so that I was just trying to see what I could do. Okay, so screw it. Let's do hold person.
What?
Yeah, that's a wisdom save of 13.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's all I have to say. Oh dear.
All right. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Is that it for Seraphine?
If I back away, does she get opportunity on me? Or no?
She's not right next to you, so no.
Okay, got it. Then I'm just gonna back away a bit and go, Carl! Hey, we need some help! No! Kick her ass!
Okay. All right. So on my turn, Lilia, the guy you chill touched, he tries to beat you up with his fungus fist. +2. Ooh, 19 total. So he does 5 regular damage and then 5 poison. So he's like punch, puff of poison, a double whammy. Then the blink dog bites him and does damage to him. He is hurt. And on the other side, with Winthrop and Seraphine, all of a sudden, out of the woods, comes a giant, furry, angry thing that like tackles her, and they go flying into the forest. It's just a huge puff of spores, and you hear like roaring and clawing noises.
It's like very anime, just like they're gone.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's Bravesweet's turn. Are you still stunned?
Yes, I'm still sleeping.
Make a saving throw, please.
Okay.
I think it's a Constitution. save.
Okay.
What'd you get?
It's 10. I rolled a 10.
Really? No, you're
Yes.
still stunned. Okay.
I know. I'm
Okay.
rolling like different dice every single time too.
I'm
So
gonna mail you one of I'm gonna mail it to you.
okay.
All right. Then Winthrop, it's your turn.
Fun. Okay.
So
Uh,
they're fighting in the woods now. So
they poofed. They just straight up disappeared. Don't know where they went.
The world is great when you're stunned and you can't see anything.
It is. I wouldn't mind being in that situation right now. Because I don't know what to do.
We're still on the horses, right? Are
I
we?
think
Or...
so.
I think so.
Yeah, you guys
think
are.
so.
Okay. Look.
Just go. Okay. I guess.
I didn't think.
First though, I want to check. Seraphine, are you okay? Are you still hurt from last time?
Just a little, but I can probably help myself unless you want to.
Like I'll just like cast Cure Wounds on my way out. Like I'll start riding forward the direction we were going, and just kind of pat you on the back and Cure Wounds right there. It's like I'm scared of when they come back out.
Yeah. How much is that?
Finding out. 1d8 plus 7.
Ooh, okay. That's gonna be more than I need.
I think, because it's the. Oh wait, maybe it's just 5. Give me a second.
Okay.
It's at least a d8. So go ahead and roll that.
Okay, I'll roll a d8. I got a 6.
All right. Spellcasting ability modifier. So that means my wisdom, which I think is a 5.
Okay, so 11 points of healing. Okay, I'm at full health, guys.
Yeah, it's 5. We're good.
Okay. All right. Is that it? In Winthrop, then you're gonna start riding away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not for very long. I want to keep an eye on where I think they went. Just like what's going on.
Okay.
But I do want to continue moving forward.
All right. Lilia, the dog is biting this fungus guy who's holding a grappling hook, and he punched you with a spore punch. Did some damage. What would you like to do?
You guys are starting to get really annoying. Just gonna try to Eldritch Blast them again.
All right, Eldritch Blast.
Yep. That's gonna be a 20.
You hit. How much damage?
Uh, 5.
Okay, he's hurt really bad. Is that it for Lilia?
Yes, unless there's a bird coming.
That'll be a little bit.
Did she notice me?
He's going as
sleeping?
fast
Is
as
there
he
any way
can.
She can help me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do see Bravesweet still unconscious. So.
I'm gonna go to her. I'm gonna try and help her out.
All right.
My next turn.
All right. That was Lilia. Seraphine. Winthrop healed you and is riding away. What do you want to do? You hear the sound of fighting in the woods nearby.
Is she riding, or is he riding towards the camp or towards our friends?
I don't know. Where are you going, Winthrop?
I was going the direction we were going prior.
Okay.
So I think towards the camp.
Towards the camp.
I sent a bird the other way, hoping they got a message. So.
Okay. I don't really know what you're doing with the bird because
Just crazy. I'm just crazy. Just talking to an animal.
Freak out and follow you and what you're doing, and if not, we can blame it on me later. So.
All right. So
Hang on. Let me see if I can cast anything on us. Screw it. I guess. Yeah, can't really cast anything that's gonna help us, so I'm just gonna charge right after you.
Okay. So on my turn, so Seraphine and Winthrop, you're riding away. You hear the sounds of battle kind of fade as you make your way through the dark jungle. Lilia, you make your way over to Bravesweet, the fungus dude. I'm gonna roll to see if he attacks the dog or you. It is the dog. He attacks the dog. He actually, so he swings the grappling hook at the dog, but your dog easily dodges the attack.
I think he likes.
Good boy.
All right, Bravesweet. At the end of your turn, you can make a saving throw.
All right.
Constitution.
Yes.
Success
Blow
would be nice.
my dice.
Do
Blow my dice. Thank you. Let's go. Come on. Natural 20.
Hey, all right.
Friendship.
You,
The power of friendship. You become.
I wake up from a nightmare.
Yay!
it's like the end. It's like the end of the session. All right, we'll see you all next week.
I must have. Don't stop.
Cheers.
was happening?
Oh,
All right, that was Bravesweet's turn. So Winthrop, you're just gonna keep riding, right?
I think so. I want to keep an eye out for any commotion behind us, though.
All right. Now, Lilia, you were coming over to Bravesweet. Bravesweet is awake, and this fungus person is attacking the dog. The fungus person is hurt really badly. What would you like to do?
I would like to hit it, please. Eldritch Blast again, because I don't have any attack spells.
All right.
Yes.
It's a 9.
I like Heal Touch, though. That's a good one. I should have taken that one as a.
9. Okay, so that misses the
9.
fungus person.
9.
And so Seraphine, you're just gonna keep riding too, right?
Yeah, just book it, man.
All right. So real quick, let's see if the dog finishes him off. Yes. All right. So the dog actually jumps on him. Wow. And the thing just
We're
stops
so
moving.
useless. Our dog does everything for us.
Okay.
Good boy, you're so good.
Yay, good boy.
He says
I
thank you.
Give him a good
legitimately think Good Boy has gotten more kills than us.
Okay. So
Definitely more than me.
2 of you are riding on your horses to the army. The other 2, a bluebird shows up and tells you about. Well, the bird's like, okay, I gotta. Okay. There's a big. Hey, there's a big
Yeah.
fungus. The fungus lady.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay.
your friends met the fungus lady, and yeah, she asked me to tell you.
Fungus lady. Do
Yeah.
we know a fungus lady?
She's like,
My
That means
specific words were Lady Sugtmoy wants the gems.
oh, Lady Sugtmoy wants the gems.
Everybody wants these gems.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
So nothing happens.
Okay, all right. So
We gotta go after them, right?
Yeah, obviously it sounds like they're in trouble. Like, I mean, I just had a wonderful nap, but.
Well,
okay,
I don't know how much I can help, but let's go
No,
try to
we'll
help.
keep going. We gotta
Oh,
keep going.
so,
Yeah.
No more of them like on a cart or wagon or whatever, right?
So you're gonna get into your carriage and ride where you're
Yeah.
towards the army.
Yeah,
Onward.
that's okay.
Okay, so
Onward.
you ride
Thank
for a
you,
minute or
guys.
2, and then up ahead you see
Okay.
Gnarl on top of the fungus lady, and like be pounding on her, and then you ride by and you wave,
Yeah!
and then he
Gnarl MVP.
He's been saved by NPCs every encounter.
Yes,
Charlie.
Oh. Oh boy.
Okay, so you guys eventually get to the army. It's nighttime. It's probably like 9 p.m. and there's no clouds, and it's emeraldy meadows. It's just rolling hills with tall grass. And there's tents, and there's all these people. There's a lot of torches. And are you gonna go see the leader, Ardra, and her weird, blurry wizard, Strom Wakeman?
No.
No, no.
Because I thought we agreed the whole reason we were going ahead was so we could find people that I trusted to check out these gems separately for us before we approach them. Because that guy apparently they think is snaky,
hmm
and I'm nothing if not a team player.
Okay. So-
He's shady, guys.
It's this wizard that I'm more worried about because he seemed like he likes magic a lot and wants the power. But then the other lady, I just don't know. I couldn't get a read on her.
So all right.
Okay,
So
so
you two arrive at the
we're
camp
just-
first, and there's a big army. What would you like to do?
I guess just since I guess I would know the way, I'm just going to lead Winthrop to a sort of the circle of tents where I know at least probably there's got to be like one wizard who's like a little away from the main camp that I trust. That
You had met a wizard. I believe his name was Burn.
Oh yeah, Burn,
Rufus
my
and
favorite.
Burn.
My gay Burn. Okay.
Rufus and
Okay.
Burn.
Yeah,
like them.
so I'm gonna jump off the horse and go fetch Burn.
They're both sitting on logs by a campfire, chuckling over private jokes.
I bet it's private. Okay. Then
They
I'm
got-
gonna quickly get off my horse.
They're like roasting marshmallows, you know?
Aww. Adorable baby. Okay.
Date night.
I'm gonna quickly talk. So, Burn. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry. But we have very pressing matters, and I only think I can trust you with this.
All right.
And I kind of just, can we go to your tent?
Okay.
I literally like pretty much drag Winthrop and Burn to his tent.
Oh, Burn's
Okay, I'm coming.
Bird's like-
I'm coming.
assuming he's not going, but then you pull him. He's like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll go." You know. Like,
Everyone, I trust both of you. One of you will keep the other in check. Good enough.
all right. So you go in the tent and you show him the air gem.
Yeah. And kind of just give him a rundown of everything.
Okay. So first he looks at the gem. He's like, honestly, I don't know much about it. Do you tell him you're concerned about Strom Wakeman?
Yes.
I do.
Um,
I will to spare
he says that
her thing.
he says he's not. Yeah, he says I'm not sure about Strom Wakeman either. He's like 600 years old or something, and no one's ever seen what he actually looks like, and he acts very strange. So yeah, but I think, does he have the skull? Did you give him the skull? You did, right?
I don't remember if we did. Did we?
I think you did.
We left it at camp. I don't think we specifically said who we.
All right. Well, he is a powerful wizard. But yeah. So what do I know about the gem? Power of air, and from what I
Yeah.
understand, when you put it in the skull has special powers. But I haven't studied the skull, so.
Do you think there's any way you could replicate this in any like gem that we can find?
What do you mean?
Like, I guess since everyone doesn't trust Strom Wakeman, if we're scared of bringing him the gem,
Mhm.
could we make a fake decoy gem and see what he does with it? Are you capable of that? Somewhere else?
I mean, we could say that we messed up and grabbed the wrong gem if he finds out.
Well, I mean, you could use like a illusion spell, right? Like a minor illusion. Do you
Would
guys
he
have
be able
that?
to see through that?
I mean, he used identify on the skull, so he probably would.
It's true. You'd have to find like a gem. It's like, this gem is kind of like long. It's like boop. It's like a rectangle kind of. So you'd have to find one similar to that, I guess, or make a.
Do you know
Get a
anyone who
cubic
has?
zirconium or something, you know?
Do you know anyone who has gems or precious stones in the camp?
Not in the camp. You could try going to the scumbag village of Nulb.
Scumbag.
Yeah, it's full of scumbags.
Right.
It is.
That is the only population.
It is.
Yeah.
It's in a swamp, and it's really a disgusting place full of horrible people.
Could it be something smaller? Would it pass off if it was smaller?
The gem is it's like a crystal, and it's kind of whitish. So I guess we could find something I guess we could find like a wind chime or something that might work.
Do you know anyone in camp
Nice.
who has a sweetheart or
Huh?
a
What?
nice pretty necklace? You know anyone in camp who has like a nice pretty necklace or a nice ring?
No. So Lilia and Bravesweet, you have arrived at the camp.
Okay.
going to
Alright.
track down your trusty allies.
Yeah.
We're gonna park our wagon somewhere nice.
Show it off the car.
All right.
Kind of hide the fact that there's skeletal horses pulling it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe put some maybe I'll find like some blankets in the back of like the storage and just like put it over the horses, just so then so nobody's freaked out about it.
Okay.
And I go, okay,
Like, this isn't weird at all.
so we don't want to bring the gems with us because that's not ready yet. Maybe we could like give them to Good Boy and like.
When
let him
you
hold
are
on for them.
parking your carriage, both of you make
Okay.
a perception check.
Oh no!
Maybe I'll vote.
Fun.
Oh no! Oh no!
I got a whole good 7.
Mm.
I got a 7 as well.
Hey!
Mm.
I didn't see any.
Great.
It's really dark.
Everything's A-okay.
Your night vision is just horrible. So
Ugh.
I-
need to go
Same.
back to bed.
I don't even know how you don't see what this is, but you don't see it. You know what it is? Whatever it is, the carriage is completely blocking your view. That's there's some human
Okay.
thing, but you know, the carriage.
Sitting on one
See,
side,
like,
whatever it is on
Hiding
the
the
other side.
skeletal horses. That's all we're doing. We're
Yeah.
busy doing that.
All right, so you run into the group. You ask around and
Sure.
get directed to
I
them.
would like to leave or at least I mean it's you have them, so
Mhm. Yeah,
I
I'll-
recommend leaving them with Good Boy.
How do you make your entrance to reunite with your group? What do you do?
I'm gonna give the gems to Good Boy, tie it around his neck, and then like underneath the handkerchief so you can't see it.
Okay, all right,
Aw.
Trusting a dog.
all right. Okay,
We
so
tell him to stay.
You be a good boy.
you tell them to
Be a
stay.
Good boy.
Stay by the cart, by the carriage.
Yep, stay by the carriage. We'll be right back.
Okay. So then you
You
go.
don't see anything. You don't see anything. It's okay.
I'm gonna actually take 2, and I'm gonna leave him with 2.
Okay.
We have
Oh.
one.
Yeah.
Actually,
Leave
You
one.
have 3. I think.
maybe.
If I remember correctly.
Well, I
I
can't
feel
do
we
that,
should leave
first
the
of all.
life or death gems with the dog.
Yeah, I am thinking that maybe we should
Like he
leave.
starts chewing on him.
He's gotta swallow them and then shit them out. We're gonna have to find them.
Hey, you know what? Whatever.
Actually, night
Taking
would
them
not
with
be a
me.
bad idea.
I'm hiding it on my body, and I'm keeping them with me. I don't want Good Boy to get hurt by whatever it like is trying to get them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay,
I-
but you hide them.
Even though I don't look it, I can actually hold my. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
Okay,
I'm good.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
The heart gnome.
All right. You decide to
I
keep them.
think then you might as well keep Good Boy with us then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Good Boy.
All right. And
Come
your,
on.
the dog
Making that
can easily
use.
pick up the scent of your allies and lead you to them.
Aw, what a good boy.
So he brings you to the tent. You hear talking inside. Do you just go in or what do you do?
I think we listened to what's going on.
Okay.
I'll be your lesson from last time.
yeah.
Okay, so all of a sudden, what happened basically was you parked your cart, and on the other side of the cart, there's past the field, there's the forest line, and there's like a whole bunch, like dozens and dozens of creatures, kind of lining up, and they got these 2 siege weapons. They're kind of like catapults. They're called trebuchets, where they shoot big boulders. you know?
Oh.
So,
uh-oh.
like-
Not
Like
good.
you see when you guys pulled up, like 100 feet away, you see like all these bad guys lining up with torches or whatever, and your
Oh,
cart
God.
pulls up and you can't see any of them. And you just get out. You're just like,
Oh no.
your dog? No,
Oh,
no.
so blind.
So what
Well, we
happens
see
is
it now.
you get to the tent, and all of a sudden, 2 huge boulders, catapult stones, come flying into your camp. Massive, like thunderous, like explosion noises, and dust goes everywhere.
Right.
So each one of these does, what is it? 44 bludgeoning damage, but they don't hit you. Let's. I don't want this to happen. I just want to see. Huh?
It's all down. Here we go.
That's all I need to say.
Okay. One
We
comes.
haven't left yet.
One comes close to your carriage, but doesn't hit your carriage. So, skaboom! And then another one like lands in a tent, and everybody's just like, and it's just like blood, death.
Oh,
So everybody starts running around in chaos and looking around. What would you guys like to do?
What we need. Okay.
I am just gonna.
oh, hey guys.
Are they with us yet? Are Bravesweet and Lilia?
Yeah.
They're right
Okay.
outside
Yeah,
the
we just
tent.
spoke in.
So
Hey.
What was that?
We
And then it's
did,
like,
guys.
What was that? Look out! Look out!
Problem.
Oh, we
does
didn't see
anyone know where the skull is? We need the skull.
that. It's back in the wagon.
No, it's not.
No, we left it here.
Yeah.
The camp.
Oh.
Somebody I can't
Oh,
pass.
we left it here. Oh. I was thinking of.
It was probably one of the leaders.
Okay.
That's my assumption.
Let's go to Ardra's tent. We've got to find her.
All right.
So, you,
How far off are the catapults, though? Just
Wait. Can
curious.
how
Point.
far?
If I see them.
can I like use one of the gems to like help good boy sniff it, and then he can lead us to where the skull would be, or would the scent be on
Oh,
it, or
okay. Yeah.
Would he know?
Yeah.
Okay.
He smelled the skull before, I think. So,
Don't get it. We need it.
he starts leading
did.
you guys to Ardra's tent. 2 more stones hit the camp. People go flying. From what you can tell, the bad guys are about 300 feet away. And Ardra is outside the tent. She has like a big spyglass looking at the bad guys. And as you approach, and Rufus and Byrne are with you, and she says, "Oh, good. It looks like they've got some siege weapons. Rufus and Byrne, go take out the one over there on the right. And the rest of you, Seraphine, Captain Seraphine, I think it is. Go take your team and take out the other one over there." She points over there.
Where's that?
I'm all for it. Let's go. Let's do it.
We're going to the one on the left, right? They're going after the one on the right.
Uh-huh. So,
Okay.
between, all right, so there's kind of
Let's go.
hills with tall grass, and they're kind of somewhere in the just into the forest. Yeah, and you see spread out. There's all sorts of monsters. They all have green skin. Some of them are short. Some of them are tall. Some of them are like 10 feet tall and have huge muscles and clubs and stuff. And so Ardra is kind of whipping up a bunch of soldiers to go try to take on the horde. And you guys are going to kind of go to the fringes to take out the siege weapons. So how do you want to approach this thing? Do you want to try to sneak through the grass? Or do you want to just run straight ahead? Like, how do you want to do this?
I want to sneak, and I'll cast Pass Without Trace, so that everyone has +10 to
Oh!
Okay. Right. Bravesweet and I are gonna.
Yes.
All right.
Still got clunk, clunk, clunk.
Let's see. Pass without a trace. Let's see.
Pass Without Trace. Creatures I choose within 30 feet of me get +10 to dexterity and stealth and can't be tracked except by magic.
Okay, so everybody make a stealth check +10.
23.
Okay.
Do I still get disadvantage because
Oh wait,
of my
not
arm?
disadvantage.
Yes, but you have +10 to both rolls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, my! It was a natural 20 and then an 18. So
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't out of the second one. So 12 with
That's like-
disadvantage.
All right. What about
29.
Winthrop?
Oh. Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying
I'm
to
at
find. I'm
32
doing quick math.
together.
21.
Oh, okay.
32.
Okay. So you're all kind of covered in this shroud of like darkness and nighttime, and you pass through the grass without a trace. How long does this last?
I don't know.
Up to an hour. So you're maintaining concentration. So all that means is that you can't cast another concentration spell. I mean, if you do, this spell will
Right.
end. And if you take damage, you'll have to make a roll to maintain concentration if you want to. So anyway,
Right.
300 feet, you're able to go over the hills, through the grass. The grass does not part or anything, and you can get as close as you like. And what you see is this trebuchet thing is being operated by 5 like short creatures. They got green skin, red eyes, big pointy ears, big heads,
Goblins.
skinny arms and legs, and there's also one gigantic 10-foot tall, like super muscled, bald, dumb creature with a big club who's like sticking the stone in the thing, and then the goblins are all like, you know, and they pull the thing and it shoots. So they have no idea you're there as you get close to them. So what would you like to do?
Fine.
Oh.
And just so you know, this trebuchet does have stats if you wanted to attack it. Just so you know, I don't know. Do whatever you want. But...
Okay.
Made of wood, right?
Yes, but it looks like it has a lot of hit points. So just so you know.
Is there a way we
Are
can
there like? Is it
we
controlled
jam-
by chains or by rope?
Rope, I think.
I would gladly try to produce flame and throw a fire at it.
What if they like took out
But,
the people
I'm really-
operating it and then used it?
What if we
We'd have to
jammed
take
it?
down a few goblins and an orc, I guess. I think it's an orc.
I think we can handle it.
We took on a lich. We got this.
I don't know. Let's go. We got nothing.
Okay, so why don't we, you guys roll initiative just so we can figure out the order.
Okay.
Do
Well,
we get a
looks
surprise
like-
attack round
But
first?
yeah, you're gonna have
or-
a surprise. Yeah, so.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
15.
15 for Bravesweet. What did Winthrop get?
7.
7
Oh
for
my.
Winthrop. What did Seraphine get?
11.
11. And what did Lilia get?
17.
17. Okay, so surprise round. Basically, you all just get to go, and they don't. So, and some people, like thieves, I know, get special bonuses and stuff when they attack somebody who's not aware that, you
Oh,
know.
I should really become a thief.
Alright, so-
Oh.
Who was it who got the 17?
No, not me.
Lilia was.
Not that one.
All right, Lilia, you get to go first. They don't know you're there.
Why
You
does
can
it
set
always
yourself
be-
up however you like. Grass is almost as tall as you, but you're kind of half in the woods, half not. They're right at the edge of the woods, so there's some trees around and stuff. So how would you like to do this? What do you want to do? So what's going to happen here is you're all going to go, and then we're going to start normal round order, and then they'll go. And just so you know, they rolled a 20 on their initiative, so they're actually going to go right after all of you go.
Fun.
So Lilia, what would you like to do?
Alright, so can you describe what like the orc is like? Like
Make a Arcana to see if you know what kind of creature this is.
Okay. Oh. I got an 11.
You're pretty sure it's an ogre. An ogre is like a pretty powerful monster, does a lot
Okay,
of
sorry.
damage, and they're really stupid.
What stupid you say?
But they're really they do a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I'm gonna say this to my friends who use that kind of thing. Guys, he's kind of dumb. Probably should. Oh, okay. I know what I'll do. All right, here we go.
He's excited.
I'm going to try and take use Mage Hand and try to deceive him into thinking that one of the goblins hit him.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Do it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I don't know. Make I don't know. Whatever. Make like an Arcana or a Deception
Make a
or
whatever
whatever.
check.
It's gonna happen. I just want to see. The roll will tell how.
Like, how well?
Yeah, exactly. How well. If it's like a natural
Should it
one, then
be
there's like a complication.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
21.
Oh, okay.
21.
All right.
Ooh.
So like the ogre's like, you know, and then it's like, you know, where do you hit it? Like, how do you hit the ogre?
Well,
Right across the face. Come on.
I'm thinking that it's probably a lot bigger, so probably around like on the butt.
Yeah.
On the butt. Okay. All right. Okay. The ogre is, very alarmed by this. It doesn't really get to go until its turn, but it's definitely stopped what it was doing. All right, and that's
Well, that looks good.
that's Lilia's turn. All right, Bravesweet. You just
All
watched
right.
Lilia create a magic hand and smack the ogre on the butt.
Okay. Should I hit the ogre too? Guys, is that what we're doing? See me now? Hold on.
What are you all gonna just
Okay.
like? Psh, 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 psh?
I'm gonna cast. I have only one more spell
The other
slot
people were
left.
Distracted.
So my last spell slot, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on. Should I do it on? Can I actually cast Hunter's Mark on the Troubleshay or whatever?
Hunter's Mark. Does it say
Can I
creature?
actually put it on?
I
the
think it's
Troubleshay?
I
only
would
the
assume a creature, like
Let's
but-
see.
just based off of what it is.
Is it a spell or a power? I don't know. Hunter's
It's a
Mark.
spell.
Target. You choose a creature. It's got to be a creature.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a creature. So then I'll just put it on the ogre.
Okay, so you mark them.
I mark him.
All right, so
That's
you'll
it.
And then I take an arrow and I hit his other. Like I imagined he hit one butt cheek. I'm hitting the other butt cheek.
Okay. All right. Roll to hit. You carefully aim.
God.
Dang,
All
where
right.
a goblin could just kind of
Oh,
poke him.
that's good. And it's for dexterity, so that's all together. That's 21.
Yeah.
You hit right in the center of the cheek.
Oh,
Yeah.
How much
Alright.
damage?
Oh boy. I haven't done this in a little while. Oh, that's 2d8.
I think you do an extra d6, right? Because you're Hunter's Mark.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Extra d6. And okay, so that was 2. That was 7. So that's 9. 9 and 6 is not 16. 15.
15. Okay. Out. Okay. That is a devastating blow to the
cheek
buttocks.
shot.
Yes. All right. All right. Is that it for Bravesweet?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Seraphine, what would you like to do?
Okay. How many goblins are operating the trebuchet?
5.
Like they're all. Is anyone like controlling like the main part of it, like where it goes?
Okay, so basically how a trebuchet works is it takes a certain number of actions to load it and to aim it and to fire. So they're all working together, spending their actions to get that. Actually, really only 4 of them need to do that, and the ogre loads it. So there is one goblin that's not doing anything. But yeah, so 2 of them are kind of loading it, 2 of them are aiming it, and 1 is firing.
Okay. I'll take a shot at one of the people who's aiming it.
Aiming it. Okay.
Okay, and I'm just gonna use my crossbow for this.
All right. So you
I'm gonna +4 for that. Okay, so that's a 10, so that's a 14 to hit.
14. Rolling. I'm gonna say you have advantage because he doesn't know you're there. So roll
Ooh,
twice.
okay.
Take the higher. Than you.
That's much better. That's a 23.
Okay.
Ooh.
How much damage do you do to the goblin?
I do 1d8 plus 2.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and roll that. Great. That's a 6.
Hurt really, really, really bad. So, where did you want to hit? Like, where did you want to hit the goblin?
In the buttocks.
Is that? Is this the
Sure,
the secret?
but let's aim for like the back of the side, kind of like try to make it go down.
I
Okay.
imagine we like snuck up from behind, and that's why.
Yeah, it's just butt shots to
Like,
It's funny because like he has 1 hit point left. So this is like an incredibly devastating blow
Oh.
to his butt.
So if I just go
Oh.
over and like punch him, he's
It's like
dead.
blood everywhere, Just
Oh God!
it's like just shooting out of his butt cheek.
Like, just
Oh.
You just nudged it a little bit more. I would have gotten a higher thing.
All right. That was Seraphine, and then the dog, actually.
Oh.
Did I miss?
Go get him,
Oh,
good
Winthrop's
boy.
after the dog. Okay. So you want the dog to attack?
I want him.
Is there?
I want him
is
to
there,
stay
like-
for a moment, but I don't know
Oh,
what.
you want him to stay? What do you want?
I
Okay.
personally want him to stay because of the
Technically,
spell
he's
I
under
want
my
to use.
control, but I will listen to you.
Yeah, just because of the spell I have that I want to use, but that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's the only
Okay,
Oh,
reason.
I'll
yeah.
be
Like they're
can Good
against
Boy
each other.
hold his action?
Yeah, he'll go after you.
Okay, I'll tell Good Boy
Okay.
to just wait.
So Winthrop, what would you like to do?
All right, how close together are all of these creatures?
They're all on this. Some of them are on them. They're all right next to each other. I mean, they're in a big clump. Some of them are climbing on the thing, and some of them are at the base of it. So.
All right, yeah, I'll target one of the ones that looks like they are closer to like one of a bigger cluster, right?
Mhm.
But I have to target one of them, so I'll target one that has not been hit yet.
Mhm.
And I want to use Ice Knife.
Ooh.
That just sounds nice.
Try throwing it in that direction and try to hit, I guess, one of the goblins. They're goblins, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, yeah. Not the one that already took a devastating blow, though. As
Okay.
fun as that would be. I rolled an 18
Is
to hit.
Is this a ranged attack or is it a melee?
Is actually a spell. So I rolled an 18 but that means it's closer to 25 to hit.
Okay, so you shoot your ice knife at another one of
Yeah.
the goblins. All right.
And I looked it up, so it does D10 piercing damage on that guy.
Uh huh.
Uh,
How much?
which that only did 3,
Okay.
but then it blows up.
Oh. Okay.
And the target and each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed on a Dex throw or take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay, so I'll say just one.
Oh, that's dope.
All right.
That's why I didn't want Good Boy to get in the.
Yeah.
I think one
Yeah.
failed and one made it.
All right. I rolled a 7 for that.
Really? And does the person who you hit with the knife also take more damage?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so so the ice knife, where did you shoot like the goblin?
Well, if we're behind them, I guess it just kind of lands in a shoulder, like right here.
Okay.
Ish.
All right. So you killed 3.
Just-
So-
Oh,
Wow.
Oh shit!
Your ice knife
Yay!
Tink, and then he blows up, and the other two on either side blow up. And then, Okay.
we just kind of freeze over and fall.
Okay. So then,
Cold damage.
the dog is gonna run over to the one who has 1 hit point left. He's gonna try to just bite the thing sticking out of his butt and just wiggle it, and then. And it works.
Yeah.
He's dead.
Yeah!
He's just and he dies. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So all right. So finally, all right. That was your surprise attack, which is all, just
That was a great surprise attack, guys.
Yeah.
they're all like grabbing their butts in slow motion, and
Good job, guys.
then so on their turn, the ogre got slapped, and thinks one of
Yep.
so there's only one living goblin left. So he's actually gonna put the goblin load it in the thing, so he can launch it. So he's going to.
Wouldn't he die from impact?
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna die. Yeah. So he and the
That's
goblin's
also
like,
wrong.
no, and he goes flying. Then the ogre turns around like, why is everybody dead? And then he looks at you and he lets out like a big roar. All right. And then it is Lilia's turn. This thing is huge. It's gigantic.
That
It's
hunter's
large
mark.
technically, but
Get an extra.
Oh boy.
so Lilia, it's
six.
your turn.
I mean, I think. Oh God. All right. I think that I'm gonna try. Is it like it sees us and it's heading towards us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try and do chill touch to it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can do that from far away. So.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna.
It has a
Yeah,
range
yeah,
of like 120 feet or something ridiculous like that.
Okay. So is that a roll to hit, or do I make a save?
No, it's hit, and that's a 10.
10. Let's see. Misses the ogre.
Mm.
All right. Is that it for Lilia?
Just like
Guess so.
right behind him. Just like it appears.
Bravesweet.
Lilia's not a fighter, you guys.
I'm gonna draw another arrow and fire at it.
Okay.
Right.
Go.
All right. That's plus. Oh, so that's 20, but it's not an actual 20.
Okay, you hit. How much damage?
Right. Hold on. Here you are. So that's a 2. That's another 2, so that's 4, 6. And then 7, 8, 9. So that's 9 in total.
Okay.
Not much.
So you shoot him. He's facing you. Like shoot him in the chest. Where do you shoot him?
Shoot him in the knee.
In the knee. Okay. All right. So you shoot.
Take
him
an
in the
arrow
knee.
to a knee.
That's what he did. All right. Then it's Seraphine's turn.
Is he within like touching distance or?
You can run right up to him if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna take one for the team. I'm gonna run at him and touch him and cast inflict wounds.
Inflict wounds. Okay.
So let me see if that hit.
Do I have to save, or is that a?
Or it doesn't say.
Inflict wounds. Let's see.
It's just touch. Make a melee spell attack against a creature you can reach. On a hit,
Okay.
he takes damage.
All right. So go ahead and roll the hit. Oh, he takes a lot of damage. Jeez.
Yeah, he does. Okay, that's looking good. Plus 5. Ooh, plus 5. Okay. So that's a 19.
Okay,
Yeah.
you hit. So it looks like you do 3d10 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my god.
That's a lot.
I know, baby. Let's go.
Remember your extra D6. Hunter's
For
Mark.
what?
Your extra D6 from Hunter's Mark.
I think that's only
Does
you
that
get
only
that.
affect
Yeah,
the-
that's
Only
only
me?
the caster. Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I wish. Okay, so that's
Aw.
15.
Yeah.
15 points. Okay. 30. He's hurt bad. He's bleeding now. You know.
They?
Piece of cake. We took down a witch. You are nothing.
All right, Winthrop, your
Oh.
turn.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which two?
I guess at this point, I don't have a whole lot I can do.
Mm.
Oh, you know what? Let's try something out and use produce flame, throw a fire at him,
Mhm.
and that would be a 21 to hit.
That hits. How much damage?
It does 1d8 fire, but is it okay if I augment it with some Twilight Harvest Scythe ability power?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So that's another d10 on top. 16.
Wow.
Shit.
He's hurt
Yeah.
really bad.
This is so much fun.
All right.
8 of that was fire, and another 8 of that was necrotic.
All right, he's hurt really bad. The dog runs up and misses him. And who's next to him? Seraphine is, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, looks like he's probably gonna get one attack before he dies. So let me
no.
charge this up with positive energy.
No.
It's a +6.
Boo!
Hooga! Oh, 14 total.
Miss.
He has 5 hit points left. Lilia, your turn. He's like,
Knock
all
him
messed
out.
Do a little zap zap.
I know. Okay, so I'm gonna.
You.
I am going to do as Sailor Moon's final attack, Eldritch Blast him.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's gonna look super sparkly.
All
I
right.
hope. That is definitely going to hit it. It's 18 on the die.
Okay. How much damage?
Finish him off.
Please. Don't let it be like a 4 or something.
It's an 8.
Yay! All right.
Yay.
So how do you want to? Oh, that's what you do. Okay. All right.
Red sparkle magic everywhere. Just,
Woo!
Okay. All right.
finally, I hit something.
All right. He dies. So there's this big catapult thing here. What do you want to do? Nearby, you see.
Yeah, could we load it and aim it at the other?
Yeah,
Like,
could we
thing?
figure out how to load it and shoot it at the other trebuchets?
Okay.
I would recommend being careful because she is sending other people.
Can we aim it?
Right.
Can we see the ogres, or like, can we just aim it at the like wooden thing?
Okay. So there's a line where there's a bunch of your allies are fighting goblins and ogres, and then across the way you see Rufus and Byrne fighting a bunch of goblins and an ogre, and the trebuchet is right there. They're kind of a little away from it. So do you want to try to shoot stone?
Let's shoot catapult at the catapult.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm very strength, so I'm very strong and very strength. I can help you push the thing, load it up,
Mm-hmm.
or
I'm
whatever.
not very
Okay.
strong at all.
I can try to help too.
Yeah, I got a 13. I can kind of.
All right. Well, so basically you're gonna spend 5 actions: 2 to load it, 2 to aim, and 1 to fire. Whoever shoots it has its own plus to hit. You don't add your modifiers, so it's
Okay.
plus 5 to hit. So you guys you work together and you load it
Yep.
and you aim it.
Yep.
So who wants to shoot it?
Like the Power Rangers, we're making a giant
My
weapon
dexterity-
and we're gonna hit
Dexterity
it.
is
Oh,
17.
it's gonna be
You
great.
guys will
Should I
push
use
it.
my holy dice for this?
I'm scared, but please someone else do it.
I'll use my holy dice. Okay, I blessed them before this.
Okay, you got this.
Okay, it's a 13 plus
5.
whatever.
Plus 5.
Okay, plus 18.
18. That's nice.
All right, and the other
Okay.
trebuchet has an AC of 15, so you hit it. Now, do you want to roll the damage, or you just want to just give out the average damage? Because it does a ton of damage. Page
Enough to be
256.
like one shot another trebuchet, kind of.
I don't know about that, but you could do a lot. 256. Let's see here. Trebuchet. It does 8d10.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy.
Whoa.
Hang on.
Should we all roll our d10s and see what happens?
Just one.
Yeah, because I got pretty high d10s. I can help out.
So everybody wants to roll.
Okay.
Each of you wants to roll 2d10. We'll add it all together.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Do it.
So each of us roll 2d10. All right.
Ah, shit, I'm losing one. Okay, pretty good. I like my yellow dice. I got 14.
All right. 14.
I got.
I got an 8 and a 5, so 13.
13. So it's 27.
13.
13. That's 40.
I got 13.
So you did 53. All right. So you're like, Rufus and Byrne are fighting these bad guys, and like nearby is the trebuchet, and your stone goes flying for a split second. Everybody's fighting like over there stops and like they're like, oh crap, but it doesn't hit. It hits the trebuchet. So bam, like it hits it, cracks it. So it has 150 hit points. So you did 53. Do you want to keep
Okay.
shooting to see if you can
Alright.
destroy the other one?
Honestly, I'm super scared to keep going.
Can we like aim at the ropes or something? Or like make it so it
It's
can't
a
even
bullet.
I mean, it's a big. It's not really. It's like a catapult. It's hard to aim it at a rope, you know.
Yeah,
just
do you guys
have to-
just want to do it
Could I
again?
take an arrow and shoot at the rope and hope to like?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, you wanna do
that.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll. Wait a minute.
I
Wait.
wouldn't mind just setting fire to this
Yeah.
one.
Hold on. The other trebuchet is loaded, and if you cut the rope, it's gonna launch the stone.
Oh, okay. We don't
Yeah.
want that.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That would be good.
Although I suppose if you hit it again, the stone might
Could I
fall
knock
out.
out the guy that's trying to
What
aim
about
the
at-
fire?
Well, right now nobody's trying to aim it because Rufus and Bern are attacking all the people who were
Oh,
shooting it.
okay.
Let's just
Okay.
attack it, yeah?
Alright.
Okay. I say we troubleshoot it again.
Okay.
So scared.
Can on our second knock, can we like try to aim at a certain part to like move it so it's not aimed at the camp?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Ingenuity.
Yeah.
All right. Who's shooting it?
Not me.
I say I shoot it because my dex is really good.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't
It
have
has-
any modifiers, but you know.
Stone.
Oh, okay.
So it's if you got
My
high
dice
rolling
have been rolling really badly. Someone else, please.
Okay.
I'll roll.
Yeah, you go, Lilia.
I'll roll it.
All right, here we go. Lily's
Here we
gonna
go!
Teamwork.
Fire.
No, it's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. Is it a 1?
It's a 6.
Plus,
Really?
11.
yeah.
You rolled a
11.
Oh
six?
boy.
Okay.
Goes
A total of 11. Miss.
Everybody roll damage.
Wait,
Oh.
plus
I
five,
only
so we-
rolled 4.
You rolled 4.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
everyone
I'm
roll
gonna use
only
my
rolled-
crappy dice for this, because
All right.
this
I rolled 8.
8 total.
My dice decided nope.
I don't use the dice.
All right.
I got a 1 and a 2, so 3.
Really? All right. And what about Seraphine?
Oh, God.
How much damage does Seraphine do?
6.
Okay, so
We rolled a lot worse that time.
you shot the stone,
That's
So
okay.
but
Flatter?
it misses the trebuchet and it actually lands in the pile of bad guys who were in
Ugh.
Rufus and Bern.
Oh.
And so they all go flying, and they all take 21 damage. So like a whole bunch of goblins are dead. Rufus and
Great.
Bern are like, ah! They're hurt.
Aw.
Are they
still
okay?
up?
They're not dead, but they're hurt pretty.
Okay. I'm gonna. I want to start making my way over there.
I knew you'd want to go and get them, T.
That's gonna take a few rounds because they're like, I don't know, 200
No,
feet away.
stay with us. We got a job to do.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Do you want to shoot again, or what do you want to do?
I don't. I do not want.
I'll roll. I'll use my green die.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's blow this sucker up. Okay.
Okay, it's possible that you'll kill Rufus and Bern. So.
No!
Don't. That's why I want to make my way over there so I can use spare the dying if they get hit again.
Okay.
Oh, we're shooting.
Yeah, that's 15 plus 5.
Okay, all right. So everybody 2d10 each.
So 20.
God.
Oh my goodness.
Wait,
Oh,
what? Mine's
Okay.
11.
11.
Mine's
okay.
11.
Mine's
I
9.
got 9.
9!
All right, 84, 93. Okay,
Nice.
huge crack in the trebuchet. It's all messed up. It did turn. So like, you know what would be funny actually? I'm not. This didn't happen. It'd be
No,
funny
no,
if
no,
like
you go ahead. What
I'm saying
happened?
if like
Tell us.
if you rolled really bad and it hit the trebuchet, but then it launched the stone at you. That'd be really funny.
No, because we knocked it.
Yeah, it's
This one.
All right.
Hit.
Excuse you.
Do you want to shoot one more time? See if you can kill the trebuchet over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I
What do you guys want? Blue or green?
Green was pretty good.
Okay.
go for green.
Okay, that's a 10 plus 5, so 15.
Oh, exactly what you needed. Okay.
Yeah!
Ah.
All right,
Goodness.
so each of you roll 2d10. You could maybe destroy it. We'll see.
Not with how I'm rolling. A 3.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah, 14.
Okay, babe.
14.
I got an 8.
I got 18.
128, 130. Okay, it is really damaged heavily.
Oh, come on.
It has 14 hit points left. Do you want to shoot it one more time, or?
I guess.
You do? Okay.
I don't. I really don't.
Okay, well since we moved it, can
shoot an arrow. At
Yeah,
it.
I really hope that you roll really
How
low
far
and
away?
it shoots back at you.
no, we moved it away. So can Bravesweet do her thing and
Yeah.
shoot an arrow?
It's
Shoot
200
an
feet
arrow.
How far away is it?
200
Again.
Oh, 200 feet away. Oh,
200.
that would
But
be-
if you have a longbow, I think it's long range.
Wait.
I do have
it's
a longbow.
-2
I
to
do have a
hit.
longbow.
Yeah.
I do have a longbow.
She's
So-
got a longbow.
You just have, I think you
I'll
have
take out my
-2.
To a horse to get you closer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can.
Well, yeah, because she take like half her turn, like movement, get closer, and then shoot.
Yeah, you can move 30 feet closer. I don't know if that
Okay, I'm
helps
gonna
with your
move 30
range.
feet closer.
Okay.
I'm gonna aim and fire.
You try to kill it. Okay.
That's altogether 22.
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage do you do? How do you
Enough.
destroy it with an arrow?
That's great.
Like it's all cracked and you hit it right in the.
kill.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So altogether
100%.
that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Okay. All right, you got it.
19. Oh, 19.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I don't
19.
know. It was damaged heavily by 3 boulders, right? So then you just shoot it with your
It just
arrow.
hit it
Right.
right,
And it, like,
and it just cracked.
Falls apart.
Something.
Just completely falls apart and disassembles.
Just like that one joint that was
Yeah.
holding everything together.
And so Rufus and Byrne had just finished up their bad guys. So like they look at you guys and they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah!
"How do you want to destroy your? What do you want to do with your trebuchet?"
How do you want to do that?
Is there any other trebuchets
I want
around?
to set it
That's it. There's
fire.
only 2, so you destroyed one, and you have
Okay,
control of the other one.
I want to set it fire.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
Fire.
Burn it to
Give it
ash.
to the city. We can give it to the city.
We
They have
could.
You wanna keep it?
fun. I think we should
Like-
keep it. But I don't know.
Not as fun though.
We should keep it.
Set on fire. That
I
thing
have a
is
way.
dangerous.
It's dangerous in the wrong hands.
Everything is dangerous in the wrong hands.
Obviously.
Set on fire.
You do know that. I mean, the army could use it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's.
and you also know.
Let's-
I mean, it could come in handy,
Is there any? Is
especially if
there
you want
any
to shoot
other,
yourself somewhere, which would be awesome.
Mad
Oh.
deck saves.
Like make a glider and then just like launch yourself or something.
Oh, guys, we need to
Oh.
do this.
Okay, when I become level 8, I'll polymorph myself into a freaking bird. I'd have to be level 8 though.
Okay, so you're
No,
gonna
don't
keep
be like, yeah. Yeah,
keep the
keep it.
trebuchet.
I think we should
I
keep.
guess so.
The bad guys run away. You've
Alright.
routed them. You're gonna pull your. It's got things like you can. It's got wheels, so you can wheel it back to the
Alright.
camp. Do
to one gnome and the rest of us.
Hey,
I imagine
Like,
that you guys are pushing it, and I'm just sitting on the top, just like, ha
success!
She's totally not sit.
Very pretty.
You're just asking for trouble.
Like, even if I try to push it, it is not gonna do anything, guys.
It's okay, we love you anyways. You're beautiful. You don't have to push.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just survived a skirmish at Emerdy Meadows. And the next day, you know that the actual Battle of Emerdy Meadows will begin in earnest, which is the adventure. So you'll have time to take a long rest. And so the next time you start, the bad guys are
Yes.
coming, and you're going to have special missions that you're going to have to do in the middle of this big battle that are going to determine the outcome of the battle. Like when you do your mission, there's certain points you can get, and if you don't get enough, like you're going to lose. You're going to lose.
We're gonna lose everyone.
Oh God.
So
Right.
yeah.
Okay,
that'll be next Sunday. We'll do that, and
okay.
we're all.
But we
done.
have a long rest now.
You have a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Everybody.
Good, because I used all my spell slots.
Yeah.
I only have 2, guys.
Ice Knife was my last one.
I used all mine. They were gone.
All right, and
now
thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you
yeah,
next
thank
Sunday.
you guys.
Bye.
All right. right.
Neil,
See
we
you
love
next
you
time.
very much. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we love you.